Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got the same setup with the Virus Metal Greymon, Amplified Machine Dramon, or Mugen Dramon, whichever you prefer, helping us out. And we've got the last 4 packs of this box, along with our lucky pack. So we're going to put that right on the bottom. In between videos, I did count how many super rares we have pulled so far, like different ones, through the 3 boxes. And we have pulled 17 out of the 18 super rares. So again, like, that's not bad. Like, I don't think that it's too much bloat. Like, normally I'd be like, ooh, all these boxes, like, I don't know. All right, so we're actually going to do a super pack this time, where I'm going to put those, because those are the rares. That's a possible super rare. We're going to do this a little different. We're going to do only those as the big pack. So we got Bokumon, Kotamon, Deltamon, Arbomon, Poyoyomon, Gazamon, Petal-Dramon, Kozenimon, Rihimon, Gospel of the Fallen Angel, and back to Bokumon. I have to remember which one's the first one, otherwise we will just spiral out as I'm just waiting to hit the rare card. Also, something to point out is that we should have one more alternate art in this box. We got Nemon as opposed to Bokumon, Shamanmon, Tokomon, Dragon's Roar, Shellmon, Grumblemon, Entmon, Nightmon, Zanbamon, Skullbaluchimon, which I think that's Belushi next to him now that I'm looking at this card. I think that's Belushi and I think that's Skullbaluchi, which they don't look anything alike if you weren't aware that they would share the name, which makes sense with most skulls. They don't look the same, like Greymon and Skull Greymon don't look much alike. The Mammothmon look pretty close. And back to Nemon. Third pack. And I'm doing this mainly because, like, I'm tired of, like, accidentally showing the really good card. So we're putting those down so we won't accidentally do that. We got Swimmon, Mercurymon. Well, this one digivolves from Seraphimon. Okay, so that might be a reason why they're weird like that. Tapermon, Dark to Light, Thunder to Gunfire, Volcanomon, Juquimon, Sephirothmon, I believe that's where we started. No, Chatmon, Zenith, Chimeramon, Swimmon. Yeah, that's where we're Swimmon. Again, I gotta remember which one we start with, because this is also going to hurt my throat a bit, which is another reason why I don't normally do it this way, because I'm gonna have to go over each and every one of those without having too much break in between them. So starting off last, we got Pedomon, Sayakomon, Lilomon, Gladimon, Goblimon, Candlemon, Watatsumi Purification, Winroar. This is the 6th one of this, and that's where I'm like, we're not getting too many duplicates on the uncommons that I'm like, So that's why, like, 3 boxes seems good for this set. The Wicked God Descends, Rhino Kabuterimon, and back to Pedomon. All right. So let's get these stacked up. So we got 8 cards here. 12 cards per pack. So that's pretty close. We're going to save the lucky pack until after we go through these. Here, you hold on to that for me. Thank you. All right, I put them so that there's the rares and then the possible super rares. So we got Korikakumon, a 6-play cost, 4 Digivolution cost from a level 3 or a Tamer, 7,000 DP. Digivolves from red or blue, is dual color blue-red. Digivolve from Tommy for a cost of 3 or Kumamon for a cost of 1. Has jamming on player when digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn. One of their Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't suspend. Inherited effect, jamming. I love jamming. I've said it before. Definitely a good one. If I was building a hybrid deck for the color red, this guy would definitely be in there. Speaking of which, there's Tommy. 4 play costs. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Start of your main phase by trashing 1 card with a hybrid or 10 warrior trait in your hand. Gain 1 memory. Inherited effect, when attacking, once per turn, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, if your opponent has no Digimon with Digivolution cards, draw 1 card. Again, this one's not the best for me because, like, I really would want to get drawing cards than gaining a single memory. That seems not that great. Takuya and Koji, we haven't seen this one. I think all box, if I'm not mistaken. 5 play costs. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set it to 3. Love it. Start of your main phase, you may place up to 1 hybrid trait card with different names from your trash under this tamer. For each of your other tamers, add 2 to the maximum number this effect may place. Inherited effect, end of your turn, once per turn, this Digimon with the hybrid or 10 warrior trait may attack a player. So now we've kind of seen how this thing works, and this one, super good. This is a tamer that's going to stay out until you start having a bunch of cards underneath it. Then you're going to want to transform it into like Emperor Greymon or Susanomon, because then he will be really powerful. Again, I am worried about like with other tamers, because how many of them are you going to keep on the field? Like, you may keep 2 of these on the field while the other ones attack, so at most you'll be able to put 2 extras under. But you gotta transform them into Digimon so they can attack your opponent. Then we got JP. 4 play costs. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Start of your main phase by trashing 1 card with a hybrid or 10 warrior trait in your hand. Draw 1 card. Inherited effect. All turns, once per turn. When attack target changes, you may play 1 tamer card with the inherited effects from your hand without paying the cost. This one, really good to me because it's going to stop those tamers from being stuck in your hand, because each one having a 4 play cost could get kind of expensive after a while. And by trashing cards with a hybrid or the 10 warrior trait, you are drawing extra cards, which I said, I like that a lot. To note, he's not counted as hybrid or 10 warrior. I wish they were, just because like they're the crew, like that's what they were. Now we're getting into the possible super rares. And we got Dynastamon, Ace hitting us off. 7 play costs, 4 Digivolution costs, 12,000 DP. Can Digivolve from yellow, red, or yellow. Is dual color yellow-red. Hand counter Blast Digivolution. Raid. On play when Digivolving when attacking. By trashing your top security card, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP until the end of the turn. All turns, while you have 3 or fewer security cards, this Digimon gains blocker and gets 4,000 DP. Ace Overflow minus 4. For an Ace, it's alright. I would rather have the X Antibody. I think that one's better. But yeah. We got Lucamon Larva. 6 play costs. Security, you may play 1 Lucamon from your trash without paying the cost. Breeding all turns. When any of your Lucamon Satan mode would leave the battle area, by moving this Digimon into the battle area, they don't leave. All turns, while you have a non-white Digimon with Lucamon in its name, none of your 0 DP Digimon can be deleted. Again, going to be used for this deck, nothing else. We got the Moon Millennium on alternate art. Yo! There it is. That's awesome. 15 play costs, 5 Digivolution costs, 15,000 DP. Can Digivolve from purple seems to be mono purple, so interesting there. Digivolve from Millenniumon for a cost of 2. On player, when Digivolving, your opponent trashes cards in their hand until they have 5 left. For every 2 this effect trashed, delete one of your opponent's tamers. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area by deleting one of your composite trait Digimon, it doesn't. All turns once per turn. When other Digimon or tamers are deleted, trash your opponent's top security card. Again, I like this one. This one's definitely screaming like boss level monster, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I like it, and I'm glad to get him because, like I said, I would want to build a Millenniumon deck. I think that's cool. And final card we got is Kaiser Leomon. 6 play costs, 4 Digivolution costs from a level 3 or a tamer, 7,000 DP. Digivolve from Koichi for cost of 3, or Laurimon for cost of 1, can digivolve from yellow or purple, is dual color purple-yellow, has retaliation on player when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Inherited effect, retaliation. Again, I love retaliation. Very good card. Because your opponent is going to question, like, do I take care of this guy right now? And in fact, you have to. You're kind of forcing it. Because either you take care of it right now when it's 7,000, or it digivolves and it still has retaliation, so it's just going to get harder to kill. Unless you get this card out from underneath the Digimon. Like, so this guy definitely throws some wrenches, which I like. Final card this box we got is the Lucky Pack. So again, this could be any of the super rares. It could be the one that we're missing. It could also be 3 other cards, which I don't know what those are. Because I have tried checking like this, and they don't have anything for just the Lucky Packs. They have it for the sets. So don't know what the 21 cards are. But this card is Kumamon. Alright, 5 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost from a level 3 or Tamer, 5,000 DP. Digivolve from Tommy for a cost of 2, or Korikakumon for a cost of 0. When digivolving, trash the bottom 2 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. When attacking once per turn, one of your Digimon or Tamers may digivolve into a blue or red Digimon card with a hybrid trait in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. Rule trait has Ice Snow type. Inherited effect. All turns. When this Digimon would leave the battle area, other than by your effects, you may play 1 Tamer card with inherited effects from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Again, I like the trash bottom 2 Digivolution cards. That's great. It would stop you from de-digivolving because you're getting rid of those things, but still, it would turn a great level 6 or 7 into just mediocre, especially if their abilities like state like if it has this in the cards. Like, it would ruin Pulsemon, because Pulsemon is like it gets all the effects of ones with Pulsemon, those types of things, and this stops those from being there. All right, we've gone through all the cards. Give me 1 sec. We are going to organize our super rares or betters, and we'll take a look at those in just a moment. And we're back. Before we get into the super rares or betters, I just want to point out that we pulled 20 Digi-Eggs. So again, nice number, and this was like fairly well distributed. The only exception being Fremon, which we only got 1 of. Everything else we basically got like 2 of, which is pretty good. So now on to the super rares or better. Starting off us, we got Millenniumon, which we haven't pulled before. Then we got 2 Kumamons. Dynasomon, and we pulled one of the Kumamons from the Lucky Pack. Dynasomon Ace. Kazemon. The alternate art Beetlemon, looking swank. Shadow Seraphimon. Duskmon. Lucamon Chaos Mode, which I think that's... I can't remember his name, but that's one of the undead animal ones. Very cool. I love it when you see like other Digimon in the background. Lord Nightmon Ace. We got the Tommy from the Box Topper pack. Dynastomon X Antibody. Lucamon X Antibody. Queen Beemon, which again I do want to try and build a deck of her. Machine Dramon from the Box Topper pack. We got the Alt Art Moon Millenniumon. And we got the Zed Millenniumon, which is pretty cool. And just to point out, because I've got all 3 of them right here, the different Millenniumons. This one, level 7. And then you can digivolve into this one for 2. And then you can digivolve into this one for another 2. So that's interesting, unless there is a card which, like, it makes them better for having all these things underneath them. It just seems like a very roundabout way of getting this guy out. Like, why would I play these 2 when I could just play this one on top? I suppose versus the one keyword where they count the number of Digivolution cards versus attack power, it'd be useful. But other than that, like, nothing too crazy there. But I am happy to have, like, the entire line. That's awesome. But with that, we finished up another box. Let me know what you guys thought of the pulls down in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a good old thumbs up, hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. The algorithm loves it. We upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.